John Witkowski still at the controls for the injured Stan Gelbaugh, who bruised his shoulder in the first half. 2:32 to go third quarter. London with the lead, but Witkowski and the Monarchs offense in a hole here at their own 3-yard line.
Important now for New York, New Jersey to set the tone on defense. They got them backed up.
And if you throw it, don't throw it in the direction of cornerback Anthony Parker. Witkowski throws and got a man wide open across the 25 and cartwheeling to the 30s, Andre Riley. U.S. Men's Clay Court Championship coming up on USA. Number 5, Jimmy Arias against number 7, Jaime Igaza from the Old Providence Racket Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern, right here on USA Network.
Nice throw by John Witkowski, rolling to his left, again, throwing against the grain.
28-yard pickup on the pass play to Riley, and a first down at the 31-yard line. Alexander up the middle. Penalty markers down as Alexander got out almost to another first down, but again, flags down back at the 30.
There should be offensive holding here.
Offensive holding, number 22.
Judd Garrett caught holding, so that negates a first down run. Sure, if you've watched World League action on USA, you know that Judd Garrett is
run, flag. If it gets screwed up, throw it away.
the younger brother of the Garrett brothers in San Antonio.
Well, what you heard there is Coach Kennan giving some real specific coaching terms.
Football terminology. If they screw that up, go to plan B. Huh?
Right. That's exactly right.
First and 20. Witkowski, look out, got rid of it and completed it to Judd Garrett.
Nice catch by Judd. Good throw by Witkowski that time. He was pressured from the backside, kept the ball down and low for Garrett to get it. It was incomplete. There was no opportunity for an interception by the defense.
8th catch of the night for Judd Garrett.
Throws it down and low away from the defenders. Garrett goes down and gets it. Nice catch. That ball actually hit the ground. Got a little bit lucky there.
Good job covering it by Judd Garrett. Second down and 13. Alexander, nice play defensively by Doug Mikolas. Got in the backfield in a hurry, and Alexander had nowhere to go. And as the third quarter starts to wind to a close, Knight's defense looking at a London situation of third down and about 14.
Knights need to hold right here. You can feel that the New York, New Jersey offense has started to move in this second half. If it were not for a couple turnovers.
Remember, they got it all the way down near the 7-yard line, and Wilkerson coughed it up, and that scoring opportunity went away for him. Here's the deep ball. Witkowski intended for Horton, and Horton delivered a shot back there. Reggie Berry is the guy he collided with.
You know, why not if you're a receiver? Lay it out on the defensive back when you get the opportunity.
Tell you what, Horton's not one of these Smurf guys like most of these other players are on both teams. He's 6'1", about 200 pounds, and he put a shot on Reggie Berry at the end of this play.
Here's Horton, gets his shot to give it to the defensive back.
And the third quarter has come to a close at the Meadowlands. The Monarchs with a 9-0 lead, but New York will get it back on a punt when we come back. With Boomer Esiason and Mick Luckhurst, I'm Brad Nessler back at the Meadowlands to start the fourth quarter. And London will have to kick it away. Greg Horn in to kick. Andre Alexander back deep for the Knights, who to this point are without points. Got the return on this time. Good kick by Horn. Alexander backpedals to the 19 and brings it up to about the 30-yard line. Penalty markers down at the end of the play. Mick Luckhurst with some of his friends down the sideline. Mick?
I'm down here with another mate, David Tossell. He writes for the Today newspaper, a national newspaper in England. Why do you think the European teams are doing so well, and also why are they being so well received?
Well, I think in Britain we've been into the NFL for a long time. The fans have been waiting for a chance to get behind their own team. It's great to cheer people like Dan Marino and Boomer, but now they've got their own team. They want to go and see them and cheer them. And so we're really, in the newspapers, are just reflecting that they're getting 30,000 at Wembley, so obviously a lot of people want to read about the team. So that's why we're covering them.
Now, had you ever seen a cheerleader before you came into American football and saw this game?
Well, yeah, I know all about cheerleaders. I married one. I used to play for an amateur team in England, and I ended up marrying one of the cheerleaders, so I know all about them. They're great.
Right. Well, this man's got taste, I guess. He likes a little movement. Back up to you, Brad.
Okay, Mick. That guy probably writes a TV column. He'll have Luckhurst all over it, too, right?
I'll tell you what, man. You know, Mick interviews another English guy. You know, find if we can see somebody from the United States around here somewhere, Mick, huh?
We got a big crowd at Giant Stadium tonight for this one, but so far the black-clad Knights, a home team trailing 9-0. Second down and 3. Lockett coming on the blitz. Graham on the option. Wilkerson to the corner. Got it. First down and out of bounds. And we check in on our Sacramento-Orlando game and Diana Nynj.
Well, thanks, Brad. They've got a high-scoring fest going on down in Orlando. In the third quarter, Orlando's Mike Nettles blocks the Sacramento punt. Running back Chris Jackson scoops it up and goes 20 yards to put the home team on top, 28-19. Let's go back to you, Brad.
Thanks, Diana. Actually, is the kind of offense we expected in this one tonight, but it's been a defensive battle between these two clubs. 9-0 London. New York with a first down, though. The Knights look out. Lockett got Graham again. Lockett with another sack. It's going to be his third of the night. Came in with 10 to lead the league, so he's certainly not hurting his league-leading total.
Okay, there was a definite mismatch that time. Eric Wilkerson at 5'9", 180 pounds, trying to block Danny Lockett at 6'4", 255. Asking a little bit too much of your star running back in that particular blocking scheme.
Loss of 5, second and 15. Miles Davis said, hey, we can't let them get 9 sacks like they did 6 weeks ago. Well, that's what they have done tonight. Here they come again after Graham. Out he goes again. Lockett's having a field day. Danny Lockett, who spent time with the Detroit Lions, and I think he wants to go back and play some more after this World League season's over for somebody else. Look at that. Leading the World League in sacks and just continues to add to the total tonight. That's 10 sacks on the night now for the Monarchs defense.
Again, here he comes around the corner. Even said last week that he gave the tackles fit. That's exactly what he's doing. He's quick, he's fast, and he's tall.
And now it's 3rd and 23 after a first down for the Knights. Graham steps away from the pressure and fires deep middle. Found his man, but it's short of the first down. Irvin and Crossman combined on the hit on Lonnie Turner.
Good defense, even though by London that time they just dropped off into a zone. It was 3rd and about 25. Just allow the reception to be made in front of them. Just don't allow the run after the catch.
This guy, Dana Brinson, has had a couple of punt returns called back due to penalties this year. Punt return touchdowns, that is.
But he had his eyes open when he was catching.
He dropped one tonight. Liljadal has had a big night. 47.5 a kick. This, he lays a mile in the air. Brinson's going to get out of the way. And it'll go out of bounds inside the 25 near the 23-yard line. 12 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Times Square busy tonight. It is 9-0 London here, and we'll be right back.
The Allstate Good Hands Play of the Week, brought to you by Allstate. For home, auto, life, and business insurance, you're in good hands with Allstate. Frankfurt's Craig Morton pulls in this Mike Perez pass to help the Galaxy to an important come-from-behind win over Orlando and provides us with our Allstate Good Hands.
A first down for the London Monarchs, their own 22-yard line.
Hey, how real is the London defense? You know, we came into the night, we were talking about the London offense and how they've racked up a lot of yards and a lot of points. I'll tell you what, New York, New Jersey's been scoring over 40 points the last 4 weeks.
Here we go, man.
There's
The defense has shut them down.
the heart attack defense. Roy Hart wearing the helmet cam there with the nice haircut.
Did he have to cut his hair to have that interception?
I don't know, but he's certainly done something right. He's got 2.5 sacks tonight. His buddy Danny Lockett has got more than that. Alexander bounces off one tackler and got out to the 29, maybe the 30-yard line, picked up close to 7.
Now, 2.5 sacks is rather remarkable for a nose tackle. Remember, usually a nose tackle has to bounce off not only the center, often one of the other guards is actually responsible for blocking him. And then if he does get through, he usually runs into a running back. So 2.5 sacks by Hart is an exceptional evening for a nose tackle.
Alexander got 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. Alexander 80 yards on the night rushing now. Here he comes again. And he's got the first down and then some. Across the 35. So Alexander, who had to pick up the slack starting a week ago, David Smith, the leading running back for London, went down to an injury. Alexander came in last week and had season highs for him of 14 carries and 57 yards. So he's got a better night tonight. He's having his best evening of the World League season and trying to help Larry Kennan and the Monarchs to a perfect 8-0 mark. First down at the 37-yard line. Witkowski in and out of the hands of John Horton.
I think Horton should have had that ball. That was a nice throw by Witkowski, a little bit behind Horton, but receivers got to make those catches.
Witkowski's thrown mostly short passes to Judd Garrett for his completions, but he's 7 out of 10 for 83 yards, and this one, as Boomer said, should have been caught.
So Horton's got to make that catch. Actually, what John was doing there was he's thrown away from the inside defender. And the receiver has to be aware of where the defender is actually holding or defending against. And that particular time was the inside of the receiver.
Garrett on the ground does it across midfield to the 49-yard line. So if he's not catching passes, which he has 8 of tonight, he goes 15 yards on a little quick draw and right back in the Knights' territory.
One of the nice things about Judd Garrett, according to his teammates, is he's a quiet star in this league. Not too many people really know too much about him. Not very boisterous in the locker room.
His 2 older brothers in San Antonio will do a lot more yakking than Judd will, that's for sure. Judd's the baby of the family, having a big night. Alexander really covering that football up, Boomer. He doesn't want to lose it as Wilkerson did on the Knights drive when it looked like they were going to get back in the ball game. Got about a 4-yard gain. Let's check in with Mick Luckers. Mick.
You know, Brad, there's certain things in life that I take for granted, like running water, oxygen, and the Monarchs winning. I'm up here with Louis, and I tell you what, this man is getting abused. These guys, these New York fans, they're good shots. No wonder some of those baseball players have been abusing their fans. These guys are not that friendly. I thought this was friendly New York.
All right, Louis. Good job. And what a drummer he is, too, folks, I'll tell you. Witkowski to throw. Garrett's got another catch for a very short gain near the 40-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and at least 2 more to go. Mark Moore made the tackle from the secondary.
You can find out just what kind of player Garrett is. We're in the 4th quarter. We're under 10 minutes to go. He's a smart player. He could have taken that ball and went out of bounds with it and stopped the clock, but no, he decided to stay in bounds, keep the clock running. Smart player.
You know, some folks are watching tonight saying 9 catches. Wow. Well, we saw Judd in a game against Birmingham set the World League single game mark. He had 12 catches against the Fire, so he put up big numbers out of the backfield. 3rd down and 2. Here comes the blitz. Witkowski tosses it for Sargent. He made a one-handed catch. Oh, what a grab by Tony Sargent. On what looked like it may be a sack, it ends up being a 24-yard gain.
Not only was it a great catch by Sargent, a lot of poise that time showed by Witkowski. He saw the blitz coming and got away from it and hit Sargent streaking across the field. Nice concentration by Sargent. Look at that. See his eyes follow the ball. He watches the ball into his hand, pulls it in. Nice concentration.
Great picture of it, huh? Slipping in the backfield's Judd Garrett, and he goes down. Maybe got a yard before he went down. And again, the look at the grab by Tony Sargent. One-handed it and picked up 24 yards. Witkowski 9 out of 12 for 111 yards in relief from Stan Gelbaugh.
Good to know your backup quarterbacks come in and play this well.
And like you said, to leave Stan and let him rest that shoulder is quite a luxury for Larry Kennan and the London Monarchs. And right now, they look like they're set to go to 8-0 on the season unless the Knights defense can do something about it. And maybe they will here. Belanda Newton. He's got Witkowski to beat.
I'll tell you what, who made that play was Cecil Fletcher.
Newton's 2nd pick of the night and his 7th of the year.
Cecil Fletcher made an awesome move. Coming up the middle, leaping over Judd Garrett as he's blitzing, forces Witkowski to get rid of the balls quickly. John never saw Atlanta Newton. Look at Fletcher just jump over Garrett and make a nice play.
Just when the Knights needed it, they got it from Newton. Graham now wants it all. Lonnie Turner's out there. He's got it. "44 yards. First and goal for the Knights."
Jeff Graham has been on the money most of the night with his deep passes. This time he just heaves it out there for Turner. Does a nice job of fighting off Forrest Irvin.
The Knights have made 4 trips into London territory. They have nothing to show for it. This is trip number 5, and it's first and goal at the Monarchs 9. Option play. Wilkerson. Down to the 6. Crossman made the tackle. Wilkerson, Mouse Davis said, had his best practice of the year on Thursday. Strange story. They did an MRI on his knee, and some technician misread the, we're going to say, a look at Lonnie Turner's catch. He really looked that one in. Second and goal. Graham. Plenty of time, running out of it now. Got it complete. Lewis does a spin and goes out at about the 3.
Good job by Graham that time. He did not want to take a sack down here. Once you're inside the opponent's 20-yard line, you want to do anything you can not to take a sack. You don't want to push your team out of field goal range. You'd like to think that you have 3 points on the board right now. Does a good job of fighting off the blitz. And completes the pass on a spontaneous move.
The Knights have to have it here on this drive with 6 minutes to play. They trail 9-0. Third and goal at the 3. Graham pitches. Wilkerson trying to find the handle, does. And he got in. Touchdown.
Hey, how do you figure that? He's actually fumbling the ball as he goes through the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he needs a field goal.
This is something else. I think Wilkerson thought he had a touchdown before he had the ball. Takes his eye off the ball, but he somehow remains focused on that football and got it over the line of scrimmage.
Whistle
Over the end line.
Although it did, I thought. I guess not. Extra points good by Trainer. And Eric Wilkerson has put the Knights back in the football game, very much in the thick of it. With 5:48 to play, 9-7. And as you heard Mouse Davis say, we only need a field goal. Let's go for the 1-point extra point. They're back to within 2. During that timeout, 41,219 had the chant of defense going here at the Meadowlands. The Knights trail the Monarchs 9-7. Alexander cuts outside, big opening. Out to the 45-yard line. Picked up 20 in a hurry. Let's check in with Mick Luckhurst. Mick?
Thanks, Brad. I'm down here with Eric Wilkerson, the man that just scored that touchdown. They said that your knee went down and it wasn't a touchdown. That was Boomer. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we got 7 points on the board, so it don't mean nothing, no.
Boomer, he's basically said he didn't want to see the replay and he doesn't care what you say. He got 7 points. Back up to you guys.
All right. Eric with a big smile. And Boomer's got one up here in the booth, too.
Well, I'll tell you, Mick is really making some enemies for me down there tonight.
Sideline guys do that to you. Barkan does it every week, and Luckhurst just picks up where the Bark man left off. Judd Garrett trying to cut outside. Flags flying in from the secondary. Tackled by Tony Woods, the defensive end.
87, offense, holding.
Pat Davis, the tight end, with a holding call.
Twins right. You can't right. Firm screen left.
You heard him say twins right, firm screen left. Obviously, you don't have to be an offensive coordinator to know what that means. They're going to throw a screen pass to the left.
Only problem is Judd Garrett's probably the guy who wants to throw it to, and he is limping noticeably out there. I don't know if Judd's going to get the call. He's already caught 9 balls tonight. But that is the call, a screen pass, and Judd's the Lone Ranger in the backfield, so he's going to have to warm that ankle up in a hurry right here. Witkowski to Garrett. And Garrett goes down. Nicholas and Sancho combine on the stop.
London's penalties have absolutely killed them tonight. They took the fans out of the game with the big 20-yard gain right out the gate. And their 10-yard holding penalty pushed them back and brought the fans right back in. You can see right there, London has 13 penalties for 90 yards.
Boy, you don't want to give up 90 yards any night, do you?
No, that is really a killer for coaches.
Witkowski faces a 2nd and 20. Football at the Monarchs 35 with just over 4 minutes to play. The Monarchs lead by 2. The ball is intercepted by Full-on to Newton. That's his 3rd of the night.
And we talked about it at the beginning of the game, the turnovers that the New Jersey, New York Knights have forced this year. 2 of the top interception leaders in the World League. Witkowski throws the ball a little bit behind.
That's a great grab by Newton.
A nice play by Newton. Actually, what Witkowski felt here was that the opening in the zone was right in the middle of that